So you guys know that I like reporting on technology stuff, whether it's new batteries or anything, and we always say that electric vehicles get greener when the grid gets greener. And so we were talking about Tesla's solar roof. So here is an article about solar cells, and it turns out that there was, and I take a little bit of issue with what they called a like a flaw or something. It was called light-induced degradation. Degradation. Yeah, there we go. Light-induced degradation. And apparently, it gave the impression.
If you shine lights on the solar cells, they stop working. Is that?
Yes, it turns out that solar cells just don't work in the sun. And no, I'm just kidding. Okay, no. Actually, what happens is within the first hour of solar cell use, they drop efficiency 2%. And this is something that has been noted, according to this article, for the last 40 years. And for 40 years, people have tried to figure out why within the first hour, all the solar cells drop 2% efficiency. So somebody
I know they get less efficient when they get hot.
Right, and see,
efficiency. Right.
Yeah, and that's part of it. So so what they did here, the latest studies, they use something called deep level transient spectroscopy. I don't know, big words, whatever. So what they found was, as the electronic charge in the solar cells gets transformed from sunlight into the charge, the flow of electrons get trapped. So it kind of bottlenecks. And that reduces the level of electrical power. And that's why, and it happens when it gets hot. So this is why you see that drop. And you see it within the first hour as the temperature of the solar cell increases. Now, what's crazy is they couldn't find it. And one of the reasons is because it was heat induced. So they would pull the solar cell and they would investigate it and they couldn't find it. But they had to, sort of monitor it while it was working. And that's where this DLTS, deep level transient spectroscopy, worked. So anyway, they found out what the cause was. It was this bottlenecking. The electrons get trapped as it gets heated. And so one of the people from the University of Manchester said, we've proved that the defect exists. Now it's an engineering fix that is needed. Now, the thing is, what I said, this is a 2% drop. And you think, well, 2% is not that great. That's not much to argue about, except you guys know what the current efficiency of solar cells are?
Right.
In the 90s.
No, it's like, it's pretty low.
Oh,
like
not the electrical efficiency. The
20s or 30s,
I think 26
yeah.
at the top of the line one, and most of them are 22 to 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 2% is something to argue over here, and they put it into perspective, and they said the estimated loss, and they're talking globally here. You see, talk about how many panels are installed in solar farms around the world. That 2% is estimated to equate more energy than can be generated by the United Kingdom's 15 nuclear power plants.
Yeah, I mean, imagine
that's huge.
Yeah. Imagine how much loss there is in one medium-sized field that your local power company is putting out.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you gain just 2%, and that's massive. So hopefully they'll be able to figure out a solution, and we'll have more efficient solar panels getting out there. So yeah, we always say, green the grid and green the cars. So hopefully this is one step in that direction.
Yeah.
So
will this make them last longer as well if they were able to engineer this solution?
That was not part of the article, but you would think that possibly. Yeah, because maybe you wouldn't have this bottlenecking, the trapping of the electrons. If things could flow more easily, maybe you would see less wear. I'm not really sure how it works.
Yeah.
Well, that's an interesting point, though, Casey. I mean, it'd be nice if, we got another 10 years out of them.